Hello, I'm Dr. David Fernandez, and I will be the mediator in your case today. Thank you again for selecting veteran conflict resolution for your mediation needs. Now, today I will take on various roles, such as guide, facilitator, communicator, and sometimes maybe a scribe. These roles are designed to help you navigate mediation and hopefully reach a resolution to your case. A little bit about my background. I'm a Navy vet. I practiced law for over 10 years, participating in both family and civil litigation. I'm an accredited financial counselor, and I am a research psychologist with a focus on the legal system. So I hope you understand that in today's mediation, I will draw on my experience and education to assist you in finding common ground, dispelling any misconceptions, and possibly discover how a judge may view your concerns to help you arrive at better decisions. Please feel free to call me by my first name, David. And unless you object, I will assume that it is okay to call you by your first name. If you do have a problem with this, please let me know when we meet live. Now, let me explain mediation for those who have not participated in mediation before. Mediation is your best opportunity to have control over your case. If you go to trial, a stranger may decide your case. Now, that stranger will be educated and experienced and guided by the law. But ultimately, that stranger, who's a judge, will be a stranger to you. And they're also human. So they will carry with them concerns, unconscious biases, and influences that you will not be aware of as they make their decision. If your case has a jury, then you will have multiple strangers with all these complexities on your jury panel. And they will deliberate without your input. Mediation doesn't have these concerns because here you get to decide what you want to discuss, what you want to propose, and ultimately what you want to agree to. While mediation is completely in your control, I want you to remember that you're not here alone. Mediation is by its very definition something involving at least two people. So you must work together through a process of give and take, or loss and gain, which is known as compromise. If you both are resolved to reach an agreement, it will take compromise. Now, to make mediation a healthy and fruitful process, we have to set some ground rules. First, be respectful to each other. Don't interrupt each other. Don't scream or yell. Don't curse. In a moment, you will each have an opportunity to tell me about your case from your perspective. But you must be respectful while you listen and while you talk. There will be a time for unfiltered communications, and that will be when we go to private rooms, which I will discuss later. But while we're here all together in this room, please be respectful of one another. Second, be open-minded. Mediation is best when each party works against the problem and not the person. Because you are in so much control of this process, you have the ability to seek out solutions that no judge or jury will be able to accomplish. So don't be afraid to think outside the box and come up with unorthodox or unique solutions to your case. Third, confidentiality and privacy are supreme. All communications in mediation are confidential except where required by law. What happens in mediation stays in mediation. When we go to a private room, everything you say there stays private. I won't share anything you say to me unless you give me authority to share with the other side. When mediation is complete, I will destroy all my notes, and I can't be compelled to testify in most cases about mediation unless you waive your right to confidentiality. Now let's talk about these private rooms. In these private rooms, you will have your opportunity to discuss the matters of this case with me privately. But be mindful that there are multiple private rooms, and I will shuffle back and forth between these private rooms. Please don't try to read anything into the amount of time I spend in one room versus another. Sometimes I'm trying to clarify things for my own understanding, and other times I may take my own mental breaks in my own private room. So the time I spent away from your private room is not a reflection of the strength or weaknesses of your proposal or my views about your case. Finally, please note that while I have both legal and psychological training and education, I am not your attorney or your mental health professional. I won't be providing you with any legal or psychological advice. But if you feel that you need either during mediation, you have the absolute right to consult with the appropriate professional. And if you have any questions about mediation or anything I've discussed thus far, you will have an opportunity to ask those questions when we meet here in a few moments. With that, I hope you now understand mediation a little bit better and are prepared to try to bring some resolution to your case. Thank you again for choosing us to be part of that process.